Stay connected with Track Alerts TV by clicking that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. You'll never miss a moment when we go live, and you'll always be the first to know when we post new and exciting content. But that's not all. Folks, show us some love by liking, commenting, and sharing our videos. Join our community of passionate sports enthusiasts, and let's support our favorite athletes together. So what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and become a part of the Track Alerts TV family today. It's time to take your love for track and field to the next level with the ultimate athletics experience.
Want reach? With trackalerts.com. More people are becoming satisfied advertisers building their brand online. We know it from start to finish. Trackalerts.com on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Contact us today at info@trackalerts.com or 876-893-4157.
Keep apace with the latest track and field news from Jamaica, across the Caribbean, and around the world. It's trackalerts.com. There is just no other. Up-to-the-minute details, expert views, reviews, and interviews in photos, videos, and features. Track Alerts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Track Alerts TV on YouTube. Trackalerts.com. From start to finish.
Advertise on our live streaming on Track Alerts social media pages, which provides the most prominent online viewership from track and field meets in Jamaica. Your products will be seen by our large audience in Jamaica, the diaspora, and across the world. Book your spot in our live stream for a very small introductory fee. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. Trackalerts.com from start to finish.
10.29 seconds for Johan Blake. An impressive run.
Hosting a function or event? Want it to be streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom? iView 365 can help you. We specialize in sporting events, stage shows, funerals, concerts, conferences, church services, graduations, and many more. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. That's ANTHONYFOS@gmail.com.
Welcome back to another Track Alerts Live. And this evening or tonight, we'll keep you in the loop. We'll keep you close to trackside. It's the Jamaica International Invitational. Well, Jamaica Athletics Invitational, Continental Silver Tour meeting in Kingston, Jamaica. You know, we'll be watching along with you, giving you updates, and, you know, discuss with you the performances and those events that we are looking forward to see. Last night when I was on, I spoke about the women's 100-meter hurdles, the most competitive race in world track and field. We also spoke about the women's 400-meter hurdles, and we just heard earlier Marvin Anderson, who is in charge of getting the athletes together, said that, you know, that's the event that they promise will be the highlight of the meet. The women's 100 hurdles, when we discussed last night, had, you know, 3 world champions. You know, Daniel Williams, the current world champion, the 2015 world champion, Toby Amuson from Nigeria, the former world champion, just in 2022, broke the world record at that time, running 12.12, and also the 2019 world champion, Nia Ali. Those 3 will line up in that event. The men's 200, last night when we spoke, should have Zarnell Hughes, Christian Coleman, and Fred Curley. Another good race on the card. The women's 100 meter have Maria Marie Josie Talou from the Ivory Coast. She'll lead that one. And of course, we'll have a lot of Jamaicans. Abby Steiner from the US is also in that one. And we'll also have our young rising stars, the Clayton twins, Tia and Tina Clayton. So very, very interesting program coming up. And let us share on this. Into the Jamaica Athletics Invitational, let's share with you some good news. And Brianna Liston won the SEC 100 meters title, and what a year Brianna Liston is having. Very, very impressive year. And, you just can't ask for anything better. She won the indoor title, and now she is looking to go all the way this year. Based on how she's running, a very strong prospect for, making her first Olympic team, Brianna Liston. Also, Nikisha Price, also another impressive run from the Jamaican Price, 49:32. This joint second fastest time, I was told, by a Jamaican. Big win there for her also. And Kemar Farquharson 1:47 in the 800. And of course, our viewers are sharing the information with us. And that is how we do it over here. We interact with our viewers. 40, there you have it. B.I. Strong, Nikisha Price, 49:32, the 400 meter winner there. And Kaylin Brown, 49:47 for second. Some impressive time. Thank you very much, B.I. Strong, for keeping us in the loop. So we know what is going on the track. Let's see, there are also some events here, and what I'm going to do until we have the start of the Jamaica Athletics Invitational, why not try and share some results with you. Tyrus Reed, another of our young and upcoming Jamaican athlete, that we are looking forward to see. Kevona Davis, many may be asking what happened. They have not heard a lot from her this year. So where the Jamaica Athletics Invitational is concerned, they are still having the opening ceremony. Minister Grange is speaking now. Before her, we heard from Ludlow Watt, who is the chairman of the organizing committee. Very, very small crowd at the National Stadium. And, the bleachers is free. And I think that was a good move by the J-Trays to make the bleachers free. Triple jump victory. Thank you very much. 1392. So it's a fairly good day for Jamaica and Jamaica's track and field. Thank you very much, the teacher. Always bigging up track alerts. So you're not missing out on anything. We the action hasn't started yet in Kingston. We are following that closely. It's live on One Spot Media. We are having a discussion over here. Drop your comments. We'll share it for you. We'll discuss it, and so we can have a very good discussion here tonight. So this is a discussion show for the Jamaica Athletics Invitational. On now at the National Stadium in Kingston. Yes, of course, you'll have to pay to watch One Spot Media. And, Lace Riley is saying One Spot Media keeps saying payment fail despite multiple cards. I hope that's something persons at One Spot Media, will look out for. Brittany Anderson, 1232. That's, I think that's her personal best. Brittany Anderson, she ran that time when she took silver. So the action is on now, and Lefant is on the runway, and we are going to keep you as close as possible to the women's triple jump. Let me try to see how best we can get this screen for you to see it. And if you look closely, Shanika Ricketts on her first attempt with 12.78 meters. Well, that's flight one. So Ricketts has not yet taken her first jump. So that's what the start list looks like right there on your screen. So we are So we're waiting to see what her mark is. So also taking instructions there from Kerly Ricketts, 14:08 for Taylor. So we're getting over the 14-meter mark with our leading jumpers. And this is why this competition, this women's triple jump, is going to be interesting. Not a good jump from Oliver from the US. Nowhere close to that 14-meter mark on her first attempt. So the top two are the big names. You know, two of the four are yet to register a mark from their first attempt. So the women's triple jump is on. You know, tell us, what do you think? What's your prediction? Who is going to win? What mark? Shanika Ricketts, Lafon, Moore, and the crew. What mark do you expect them to achieve? Ricketts getting ready for her second attempt. Up, and this one is closer to 15 meters. Red flag. So I was saying this one was closer to the 15-meter mark, and so Lafon was close to that 15-meter mark, and she got the red flag. And now Ricketts close to 15 with the red flag. Interesting year for triple jumping. Will this be the year for Shanika Ricketts to win her first global title? She have a very good chance, I can tell you. Yes, she has a very good chance. The Venezuelan won't be there, and she is just in a class to herself. She's in a class of her own. Lafon on the runway again. And no, that's not. She actually ran through the pit, but the white flag went up. So don't look for a good mark for Lafont. So the white flag went up, so I'm sure they're going to measure. Well, don't seem as if they're going to measure it. Moore is getting ready. So not a good start for the World Indoor Champion. Not a good start. But Shanika Ricketts is the leader so far with 14.50. Moore is on the runway. Wow. These ladies are getting so close to that 50-meter mark. Again, Moore just overstepped. And it's happening where, because they are getting so close to that 50-meter mark, the athletes are overstepping. So What do you think? Who do you think is going to win this one? Women's triple jump. Competitive feel, and not many big names are missing. Lafon and Ricketts are among two of the world's best at the time and at this moment. Another red flag for, and I hope I'm getting her name right, Orgy. From the US. So 2 no jumps so far. And this one, again, would have been over that 14-meter mark. Not as close to that 15-meter mark as the others. So she has 2 no jumps. Lafond has 2. Ricketts 1. But it's track time. And track time has always been to start track and field, or the events on the track, would normally be the women's 400-meter hurdles. Many people believe the women's 400-meter hurdles doesn't get the respect. Mohammed running out of lane 8, former world record holder, Mohammed. She's running out of lane 8. Now, how do you get a former world record holder to be running out of lane 8? Cheyenne Salmon is also in this one. So this is going to be, this race is seen as the race, or one of the most competitive race of the meet. But thinking about this as one of the most competitive race of the meet, and it's being the first race on track, let the fans wait a little bit longer. Not a bad crowd. Anna Cockrell will be running out of lane 7. What's your prediction? Drop your comment. Let us share them. Who is going to win? What time? This is a big field. Rochelle Clayton running out of lane 6. Drop your comments. Little $5 win. That's what I'm seeing here. Rochelle Clayton running out of lane 6. And just behind Clayton is Lickle. Shamira Lickle of the US. This is such a competitive race. Not who is missing from this field. Anjanette Knight, lane 4. Apart from Sydney McLaughlin and Bull, it's still a strong field. It's very, very strong field. And as we are hearing from the organizers, should be the race of the meet. Genevieve Russell will be running out of lane 3. Very colorful here, Genevieve Russell. More of a, I'm not good at colors, and I don't want to get this one wrong. Cheyenne Salmon running out of lane 2. Cheyenne Salmon running out of lane 2. And Woodruff from Panama running out of lane 1. So it's a full field. So come on, let us send those predictions in. Who is going to win? Will it be Clayton? Will it be Lickle? Russell? Mohammed? This is the race, a very competitive one. There's no one in this race you will be able to say it's is way ahead of the other. No. But athletes are running, and 35 seconds. So they're off. This is the race that I said is seen as the race of the meet. And you may see me turning because I'm actually watching. Anna Cockrell seems to have the early advantage. Well, Rochelle Clayton now takes charge of this one. Rochelle Clayton will lead them into the straightaway. And Rochelle Clayton is leading Anna Cockrell. On the inside is Cheyenne Salmon. And Cheyenne Salmon in lane 2 is coming up on Clayton, but I don't think she will catch. Anna Cockrell is coming back and coming back strong, but just on the line. Rochelle Clayton takes it on the line just ahead of Anna Cockrell. And Cheyenne Salmon did put in a very good performance running out of lane 2. But Rochelle Clayton, 53.72 is a world leading time. And Anna Cockrell, 53.76, also would have surpassed the world leading time. Cheyenne Salmon, 54.57, and Jeanette Knight, 55.33, Mohammed, 55.77, Russell, 55.82, Woodruff, 56.76, and Lickle. I don't know what happened to Lickle, but she was not too far off entering the home straight. So, but she finished 8th in 8th position. And, you know, anyone knows Rochelle Clayton knows that she is a determined young lady. You know, she had proven over and over again that she is not going to give up, and she will always be driving for success and to be better. Rochelle Clayton taking victory in that race in a world leading 53.72 seconds. What's your thoughts on that race? Was it the time that you expected? Was it faster than you expected it? Let us know. But the women's triple jump is still on. Brianna Liston is also running the 4x4 later. Wow. Interesting news. Bri only ran for the points for her school. Congratulations. Nicola Brown is giving us some information here. And she's saying Brianna only ran for the points for her school. Congratulations to Long. She lost her mom right before indoor nationals. So let us turn our attention now to the men's 400-meter hurdles. And the men's 400-meter hurdles will have McMaster versus Jahil Hyde. Six Jamaicans will be in this field. 6 Jamaicans. So maybe That's one of the race that maybe one of the race that had some withdrawals. I'm not sure, but you see, we love to have fun over here, you know. And Nicola Brown. We love to have fun over here, and I'm sure, don't take this serious, viewers. Nicola is just poking some fun, you know, giving us something to laugh about, you know. But Lickle will be back. You know, Lickle is a very talented four-hurdler. Men's 400 hurdles on track now with the Demar Murray. He'll be running out of lane 8. You know, Blake is lane 7. Hyde is lane 6. McMaster is lane 5. James King is lane 6. Williams, Marvin Williams, lane 3. Smith, Malik Smith, US Virgin Islands, in lane 2, and lane 1 will have Forbes Antonio. Jahil Hyde, one of those, you know, fan favorite, you know, very decent footballer at Wolmer's, played for Jamaica youth team, represented Jamaica in track and field from the youth level now to the senior level. He's a Pan Am Games champion. He'll be going up against McMaster. And of course, we all know when McMaster won his medal in Budapest. In Budapest, you know, the famous quote from McMaster, "This is my medal and nobody can take this away from me." You know, very happy, Karen McMaster. And of course, you can't take away his medal. You know, 2023 Budapest World Championship, silver medal. Silver medal for Kyron McMaster. Beat some big names in that event. Men's 400 hurdles. Come on, tell us. Who is for the win? Who are you predicting to take this one? You know, and of course, we have to big up the fans who are here with us, who are staying with us. You know, we don't have live coverage. They're unable to see the athletes running, throwing, or jumping, but they stay with us here on Track Alerts. And I have to give the Track Alerts fans credit for staying with us. You know, over 321 of you are online. You're discussing, you're sharing with us, you know. So McMaster $5 win again. Watch Hyde spoil it now. You know, AI. You know, thank you very much. You know, Kevina, someone is streaming it live on YouTube for those who want to see it. I'm not sure if anyone will be able to stream it. You know, it's very serious when television stations pay for the rights to, well, some of them said they pay, but I don't know how much they pay, if they pay. But we just have to do what we can do. And that they're off and running. And of course, it's McMaster and Hyde. McMaster already taking control and dominating the backstretch. Very, very, very strong performance. But of course, Malik James King is stepping up. McMaster overtaking in the home stretch. And of course, what a big run. What a big run from this young man. He beat the world silver medalist. He beat the Pan Am Games gold medalist. He ran 48.39. Malik James King. Come on. Let me know what you think. Did you expect Malik James King to come out on top of this one? Did you expect Malik James King to get the better of McMaster and Jahil Hyde? Maybe early season, but a very good run. Can't take away that from the young man. Malik James King. Very, very good run there. From Malik James King. And that seems to be that seems to be a personal best. Yes, it's a personal best. Looks like his personal best before this was 49.51, and he fell across the line, laid on his back for a while, and had it, got up and moved straight to the media zone. What do you think about Malik James King performance? Drop it in the comment. Let us share your comment on screen and discuss among ourselves. What do you think? AI, you had McMaster to win. What do you think about his performance? So the race is over, Nicola. Malik James King won in a personal best time of 48.39. And I'm sure this time by Malik James King must put him in a position to get on that Olympic team. So, what do you think? So Rochelle Clayton speaking to the media, saying that a good race was needed on the day, and you have to give her credit for that. I think I love this Adidas outfit. Share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. What do you think about the outfit that these athletes are wearing this year? Women's 400 meters now on track. Let's put the start list up for you to see. So let's see who is not there. Who was supposed to be there that is not there. I know I saw Stacey Ann Williams. She's there. I know that Ashley Williams, they call her Felix, is there. I am not seeing Sharoki. She was listed on the start list yesterday, but she's not at the start. Stephanie Ann McPherson is there. Stephanie Ann McPherson is what we'll call now a veteran of the women's 400. She has been there for a very long time. I want to pick Stacey, but don't want want to salt her up. AI should be her race though. Ashley Williams has been there for a little while now. She has been knocking on the door. Stacey Ann Williams will be running out of lane 6. Ashley, a former Homewood Technical athlete, studied at GC Foster College. Holmes is Alexis will be running out of lane 5. Anasha Robinson, Stephanie Ann McPherson. How do you think Stephanie Ann McPherson is going to perform, AI? Stacey and Brown, let us, share your comment with us. Let us have that discussion. A lot of us are here. Tell us what you think. Who do you think is going to win? Let us let us predict, Let us predict what's the time, who is going to win. Drop the name and the time in the comment. Drop your time, drop the name of the person who you think is going to win and the comment in the comment section. We heard one person already saying Stacey Ann Williams is going to win. So 50-95 for Stacey. That's a prediction from AI. Thank you very much. Let us see how close you'll get to that time. They're off and running. Stacey Ann Williams is leading. So this seems to be a three-way battle between Williams, Brittany Brown, and Alexis Holmes. Oh, so this one is all over. Stacey Ann Williams is hurt. Not looking good. Looks hurt. But she's, fourth place for Stacey and Alexis Holmes takes the victory in 50.31. Stacey Ann Williams had to back off the pace in the last 60 meters. Seems to hurt herself, but was still able to finish 50.31. Very nice time in Kingston at this time of the year from Alexis Holmes. Brittany Brown, 51.21. And Robinson also of the US. So it's a US sweep. US 1, 2, 3, 51, 81 for third. And then all the Jamaicans are fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. So there you have it on your screen, the results of the women's 400 meters. So Holmes looks very, very strong in that last 50. You know, powerfully built. And looks easy crossing the line too. Looks easy crossing the line. What are your thoughts? Stacey and Williams didn't finish as strong as she looked in the home stretch. Didn't finish as strong as she looked in the last 50 meters. Seems as if she hurt herself in that, you know, coming off that curve and turning the straightaway. You know, that's just, you know, me looking on and saying that, not an expert or anything. But what do you think? What do you think of that performance by Holmes? 50-31. Of course, I know you will say, you know, Malik James King now being interviewed, saying he knew it was a good field and they will push him to do his best. And he accepted the challenge and did that. He said he has a lot more in store, Malik James King, because it wasn't the best hurdling today. And he promised he will go a lot faster. So Malik James King, in a nutshell, said that he knew it was a strong field. He knew they would have pushed him to run a good time. And he did. And he also said, you haven't seen anything yet. Do you agree with Malik James King? You haven't seen anything yet because he said it wasn't the best hurdling race from him. And he promised that he will get a lot better and a lot faster this season. There you hear it from Malik James King. So, as I said, it was a personal best, a big personal best, you know, and this man looked like this is his year. You know, we saw what happened last year. You know, we saw our own Antonio Watson running PR behind PR and went on to win the world title. Yes. He, from nowhere, a man who we all know as a 1-2 man. He take on the challenge at the 400 meters last year. And in his first year, he won the world title. Yeah. So the men's 400 meters B race is lining up. And even though it's a B race, you have 4 countries being represented: Jamaica, USA, Bahamas, and Dominica. You know, Wendell Miller of the Bahamas. You have Will London of the US. Luke of Dominica. Terry Thomas, Jamaica. Javon Pinnock, Jamaica. DeAndre Watkin, Jamaica. And Javon Donkeyman Francis. Let's hear it for Javon Donkeyman Francis. You know, promised a lot. Ran 45 flat as a schoolboy while at Calabar. Plagued by injuries over the years, and because of that, wasn't able to deliver on what So who will it be in this one? Drop your comments, drop your predictions before the race starts. Let us get these predictions in. Who you think is going to win? Will it be Antonio Watson? Will it be Matthew Hudson Smith? What about Michael Cherry? What about Alonso Russell? What about the American Matthew Bolin? Who will it be? So let us share your comments on the screen. As we get them, we put them on the screen, for other persons to see and to discuss and to agree or to disagree. That's what we are here for. To discuss, to talk about the event that is currently on. And Antonio Watson, like many athletes, is pointing to the skies. And thank you very much again, followers of Track Alerts, for being here with us. It means a lot to us. We are 400 strong, 400 plus strong. And Antonio Watson seems to be taking it easy on the backstretch. Demish Gay is alongside Antonio Watson. But Matthew Hudson Smith is in charge and wins. Matthew Hudson Smith. And of course, Matthew Bolin. So just looking at the race, you can see Matthew Hudson Smith pulling away Matthew Bolin. And of course, Antonio Watson. Zandrian Barnes comes in to take third place, and Antonio Watson fourth for Antonio Watson, 45-61. 45-61 for Antonio Watson. Demish Gay, 45-63. He was right there alongside Antonio Watson on the backstretch all the way. But Matthew Hudson Smith, 44-69, is your winner. Matthew Bolin of the US, 44-98. Maybe a little bit sad that we only got two persons under 45 seconds. And in this event, it's like if you're not running 44 early season or this time of the year, it's not impressive. I can tell. That's just my opinion. It's not impressive. World-class quarter milers, have proven over the years that when they're opening their season, as early as February and March, running 44, probably 44 high. So, the world champion was fourth. Zandrian Barnes, who has been there on Jamaican teams, he was third. Demish Gay was fifth. And there you have the final result. And next event we're lining up to watch is the women's 200. The world record for the men's 400 is 43.03 by Wade Van Niekerk. And the world lead is 44.10. So I tell you, I spoke earlier about the 44. You want to be getting into at least 44 high. And Travis Michael, .66 he said, and he was looking for a better distance. And he spoke about the competitiveness of the men's discus. He also is talking about the world record has already been broken this year. And he will take the win, he says. He will take the win, but he wanted to do better. Still waiting for the official results of the men's discus. I know he mentioned he threw 66, but he's not too satisfied with that. And it's presentation time. So we are getting ready now for the women's 200. But are you happy with what you had seen from the men's 400? Event was won by Matthew Hudson Smith of Great Britain. Are you happy with that performance? Presentation now going on for the men's 400-meter hurdles. Winner Malik James King. Big win for Malik James King, because he beat some world-class hurdlers, and that you can't take away anything from him, because it's a very good feel that he beat. So Matthew Hudson Smith was saying, despite the challenge from Matthew Bowling in the home stretch, he just wanted to stay focused, execute, and come home strong. And he think he did that. And that he also is saying that he came in heavy. So because of that, he's happy with the time, because a lot of the athletes at this time wouldn't be in tip-top shape, so this is something that many of the athletes are, they will say they are running heavy at this time of the season. So again, we are watching and discussing, we are sharing with you information, results from the Jamaica Athletics Invitational in Kingston, and Track Alerts TV on YouTube, Track Alerts on Facebook, Track Alerts on Twitter or X, Track Alerts on Instagram, Track Alerts everywhere on social media. Appreciate our viewers, our subscribers, and our loyal fans who are staying with us. We are over 420 strong, and we are not able to show you the races. And it just means that, our committed fans are really loyal and really supportive of our coverage. Thank you very much, as always. And we could not have done this without you, our loyal fans. So really, really appreciate you being here with us. And as I said, it means a lot to us to have you here. So the women's 200 now is on track. And so we are waiting to see. We're waiting to see Marie Josie Talou, who mentioned that she's very happy to be in Kingston. I have to big up our fans on Twitter. Dina Asha Smith, who said she really looking forward to racing in Kingston because her cousins and aunts and will be coming out to watch her. So it seems as if she has a big support in Kingston. You can hear the crowd jumping for joy for Dina Asha Smith, former world champion. I must say, hail my supporters on Twitter or X. They're leading the charge. Thank you very much. 384 strong on Twitter. Thank you very much. And of course, I have to appreciate our fans on YouTube and our fans on Facebook just the same, because we're streaming to all three platforms. Women's 200 meters. McGregor, Robinson, Thomas, Asha Smith, Williams, and Ashanti Moore. Let's see. Many of us would remember clearly Ashanti Moore. Athletes, they are up and running, getting ready. Clock stops at 22 seconds in Kingston. So Dina Asha Smith seems to be leading. As a matter of fact, Dina Asha Smith is getting home. Dina Asha Smith is totally in charge, and Dina Asha Smith is going to take the win. Clear winner, Dina Asha Smith in 22.51. Dina Asha Smith and Jodine Williams made the Jamaica team already for the World Championships. Also finishing strong, Jodine Williams and Dina Asha Smith. No question about your winner there, Dina Asha Smith. Nice win for her in front of her cousins and aunts in Kingston. She mentioned earlier that her father is Jamaican and her mother was born in London. And she herself, of course, was born in London. Dina Asha Smith, very good execution of the curve. And, just when you look here on the outside, of course, that is not Jodine Williams, as the results have it to be Jodine Williams. That is not Jodine Williams. Watching the replay. So I'm sure the results page will be updated with the correct results soon. But what I can tell you is that your winner with a bright smile on her face is Dina Asha Smith. Very, very nice young lady. Love the Jamaican culture. So trying to see what will happen, but the results still has Jodine Williams as the second place finisher. Thomas, it has for 22.84, and it has Ashanti Moore for 23 flat. Let us see if anything will change from that. The next event will be the men's 200. and we're still waiting. And okay, so the results now is in, and Shanika Ricketts is the winner, and she said she's very pleased with her performance because it's a season best, and she's thankful and grateful, and she was also happy to get a world-class field to compete against in Kingston. Jasmine Moore finishing second with 14:28, and of course Lafon also coming in third with 14:22, and of course she's having a good year. She won the world indoor title, and she's going to the Olympic Games with high hopes. Charisma Taylor of the Bahamas finishing fourth with 14:08, and those were the four jumpers over 14 meters. So getting ready for the men's 200, which I said was one of the best lineup for this meet. And one of the best lineup because there is Coleman, there is Curley, and there's Darnell Hughes. These three men are world medalists. Coleman is a former World 100 champion. He won the World Indoor titles this year. Curley is a former World 100 meter champion. Darnell Hughes won bronze at the World Championships last year in the 200. So, broke British record behind record last year. Darnell Hughes. So what do you think? Men's 200 is on track. Brendan Rodney is there from Canada. So we're getting close because after the men's 200, the next track event will be the women's 100 hurdles, the hottest and most competitive event in world track and field. And I say that without doubt. I say that without apology. That the women's 100 meter hurdles is the most competitive race in world track and field. Why? No one athlete dominate to win global title after global title after global title after global title. No. Last year, Danielle Williams won. She surprised the world in 2015 when she won. She surprised the world last year and won, running out of lane one. She beat the world record holder and the champion from 2022, Toby Amuson. Nia Ali is also in this race. Nia Ali is the 2019 world champion. So I want you to understand what I'm saying. Do you agree with me that this women's 100 meter hurdles or the women's 100 meter hurdles is the most competitive race in world track and field? If you agree with me, just type in the comment. Women's 100 meter hurdles agree. Women's 100 meter hurdles agree. Just drop it in the comment if you agree with me. But I say this without apology. It's the most competitive race in world track and field. The women's 100 meter hurdles. So we have that coming up shortly. And the men's 200, of course, is on track. And Sula Bell is saying Coleman and Curley. I don't know what form Darnell Hughes is in, but he's always going to be a tough cookie. So, let us see. Let us wait to see what these athletes have to deliver. Darnell Hughes is a winner. 1996, I told you. He is going to be hard, or he's going to be a tough cookie. And, Darnell Hughes, of course, looking easy off the curve. Then now he explodes in the home stretch. And of course, he pulls away from Curley. He pulls away from Coleman. And he takes the victory. Easy in 1996. Very good performance from Darnell Hughes. The transition of the curve for Darnell Hughes was so impressive. And then he just exploded in the home stretch. So, of course, you are watching, and as I said, we are live on Track Alerts on YouTube. We're live on Track Alerts on Facebook and Track Alerts on Twitter. And we are following and discussing live with you the Jamaica Athletics Invitational from Kingston. And, of course, that is what we're doing. And I have to appreciate and big up the fans of Track Alerts who, even though you are not watching the action, you are not seeing the running and the jumping and the throwing, you are still able to stay with us. That is very important to us. And really appreciate the time you are spending with us here tonight. I have to big up, I always have to big up some people, and Biff Cricket. Biff getting ready to cover the World Cup, T20 World Cup. As you know, the West Indies will be hosting, matches will be hosting in the United States, in New York and Florida and Texas. And if you want to follow cricket and get the latest update, you'll have to log on to Biff Cricket or biff.com. Dina Asher Smith says that she's very happy to run in Jamaica and she wanted to do it for a very long time. I'm happy the way she ran the second half of the race, and she's very happy that her parents flew from London just to come into Kingston to watch her run in Kingston. And she's loving it here in Jamaica. Very beautiful smile, always giving you that beautiful smile, Dina Asher Smith. And she always trying to come out and run as fast as she can. So she also said that she, was hoping that she was hoping to get a faster time, but nevertheless, it's a long season and she will take it. Dina Asher Smith, as I said, loved her Jamaican culture. Born in London, but loved her Jamaican culture. 22:51 to take the win in the women's 200. And of course, another Great Britain athlete, her Great Britain teammate, Darnell Hughes, also dominating the half lap event, 1996. So of course we are so the men's 200. So men's 200, it's so waiting for them to update, well, the results page, my bad. The results page wasn't being updated with the men's 200. So there you have it now, men's 200. So Zarnell Hughes is saying it's a whole different year. He's really looking forward to the Olympics. He is not going to allow the past to ruin his future. And Zarnell Hughes is really looking forward to putting on a show at the Olympic Games in Paris this year. And as I mentioned before, the men's high jump would have also gone earlier. And let's show you the men's high jump results. Raymond Richards clearing 2.24 meters. He won ahead of Hill of the US and 2.20, and Brian of Jamaica 2.15. And presentation being made now to Frederick Dakers and Travis Michael. So we're waiting for the most competitive race in world track and field to take center stage. They're taking a little time to put up the hurdles. But I'm sure this won't take too long. I think the J-Trays put a lot in this one in terms of their marketing. And for the very first time, I think the J-Trays is really accepting that social media can play a huge part in the development of track and field. We have seen too often administrators in Jamaica don't take social media serious. And you'll hear them say, on social media, we're not allowing social media this, and we're not allowing social media for that. But I've seen where social media had played a great role in the promotion of this Jamaica Athletics Invitational. And I've seen where the J-Trays themselves, with their own page, Athletics JA, I think the name of the page is, they're doing far more work now on their page than they would have done than they would have ever done. Let me just put it that way. Than they would have ever done. And I'm glad they really realize that social media, gone are the days when for you, everybody want to get something at the Gleaner. Or say or even the Observer. God, them days are gone. Because I tell you this, a lot of people don't even read the newspaper again. A lot of people don't even watch TV. And when I say TV, I mean local TV. Right? Everything now is on social media. When you watch the news at nighttime, when you follow the news in the newspapers in Jamaica, many of the news are being generated from social media posts. You cannot beat social media. Social media is everywhere. It's in every home, every community, everywhere. Somebody have a phone, and if something happen, them all is going to take out the phone and them are going to video. By the time the television camera crew come, everything done. And you see a lot of these persons now, a lot of these media houses now, they have to rely on what people post on their social media pages to take it and run with it. And again, I'm really glad that the J-Trays executive see it fit to embrace and see the importance of social media. Social media now far more important than the regular media. It's a there's no question about that. There's no question about that. And I'm glad they really is taking it serious. Yes, thank you very much again, Nicola Brown, for pointing out that Luke Brown of Calabar won the triple jump at the SEC NCAA. So my race is getting ready for the track. This is a race I love. You know, the women's 100-meter hurdles. And looking at this event from lane 3 to 6, you have Nia Ali, you have Daniel Williams, you have Toby Amioson, and you have Christina Clement. Those are the big four. I spoke yesterday in my preview about Yannick Thompson. Very nice hurdler, competitive hurdler. Injuries would have gotten the best of her. Won at the World Youth some years ago. Promised a lot, but as I said, injuries would have gotten the best of her. And without those injuries over the years, who you may not have known where she would have been today. You know, Jaden Hibbert is on the runway and he got the white flag. And I know a lot of us want to hear about Jaden Hibbert. Let's see what his mark is, what the mark he put down was. And it seems to be over 15 meters. Seems to be over. Let's see what the mark is. Well, it's 17:11. 17. Is it 17:11 or 17:13? 17:13. It seems like for Jaden Hibbert on his first jump. $17.13. Most competitive race, women's 100-meter hurdles. Who will win? You know, who will win? Will it be Ants? Will it be Toby? Will it be Nia? There's Yannick Thompson. As I said, promised a lot, but because of injuries. Nia Ali. I think Nia Ali has 3 children. Yes, I think so. And she's still very competitive. I mean, you know, having to take time and time again. You know, here's Danielle Williams. They call her Ant. AI is back with us, sharing his thoughts with us. Thank you, AIG. Amioson, ready and consistent. You know, it was just so unfortunate what happened to her last year, AIG. But she also loves Kingston. She was here at the Racers Grand Prix last year. She also loved to compete in Kingston. Christina Clement. So what time will we get? Haven't seen Rochelle Burton in a long time. It's nice to see her back in action. So athletes ready. So let's see what they have here for us. Most competitive race in world track and field. So Nia Ali, Daniel Williams now, Toby Amuson now, Toby from coming from behind, 12:40 for the Nigerian. Toby coming from about fourth. The battle was between Nia Ali and Daniel Williams. It was a ding-dong battle between Nia Ali and Daniel Williams. But Toby, from nowhere, not nowhere, but from the middle of the pack, surged ahead and took it in a world lead, 12.40. Is Toby back? Tell me, what do you think? Is Toby back? You know, Burton followed her coach from Andrews to Camperdown. Haven't seen her much since AIG. Amuson is coached by a Jamaican. Yes, she is coached by a Jamaican, Lacina Golden Clark, who herself is a former Jamaican sprint hurdler. Nia is running well too. And of course, you know, Nicola is following up that Lacina Golden Clark is her coach. And AIG, well, I'm on 3 straight streak now, laugh out loud. But you need to tell us though, AI, what streak you are on. And my apology for not to change the results earlier to put up on that. But what winning streak or 3 straight streak you are on now? AIG. And of course, I think Nicole is also asking you the question, AI, laugh out loud. You know, remind us what streak you are on. Okay, thank you, AIG. But those are some easy ones though, AI. Those were some easy ones. You know, I'm thinking everyone here will have Dina to win. And Zarnil Hughes also, because I don't think anyone here was really expecting a more 100-meter man in terms of Coleman or Fred Curley, even though he came down from the 400 to win ahead of Zarnil Hughes, who is on a high after his bronze medal victory. But congratulations, AIG, 3 straight. But I want to see how you are going to roll with this one now, AIG, because the next event coming up will be the men's 110-meter hurdles. Well, oh my, I don't think you're going to get this one right. You're going to get, everyone should get this one right. You know, because it's going to be LaFonce Campbell, Daniel, Damian Thomas, Jamaica, Daniel Roberts, the world leader from the US, Jamal Britt, Orlando Bennett, Eric Edwards, and Andre Harris. So, you know, it's a thing where Roberts going to have to fall to lose this one, I think. You know, do you agree with me, AIG? Second attempt for Jaden Hibbert. And, you know, let's wait to see. We saw the white flag, which indicated that it was a legal jump. 1757. So he has improved from his previous mark. So 1757 for Hibbert. So we are getting closer and closer. We are getting closer and closer, you know. Because after the 110 hurdles, we only have the 100s to go on track. along with the triple jump, which is still going on. And again, I have to, give shout out, give to the fans, to the viewers, to the followers who have stayed with us, almost 500 strong. Really appreciate the time you have taken time out to stay with us here on Track Alerts. We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and X, formerly known as Twitter. What's AIG now is challenging Nicola Brown from I stop the $5 thing. I can't lose. Yes, AIG. Yeah, from you stop the $5 thing, you can't lose. You still don't tell me who you think going to win the men's 110 hurdles, though AIG. So with him $5 bet, them laugh out loud. Nicola Brown was taking on AIG, but of course he's saying from him stop the $5 bet thing, him starting there. So probably have to go increase them on to $100. But Nicola is saying Roberts for the win, and I think Roberts is the man to beat. The crowd at the National Stadium has built up a bit. I think the J3s would have gotten it right when they opened the bleachers for free. So you must give them credit for that. To open the bleachers for free. So, waiting for the start of the men's 110 hurdles. Are getting close to action time. Daniel Roberts is the world leader. So, you're taking on Nicola AIG. And new season best, Toby said she can't complain. Early part of the season, she said her training is going well. So we're looking forward to more. Last year she wasn't able to give off her best at the World Championships because, she was provisionally suspended at one time and was cleared to participate or to run at the World Championships. And by the time she had gotten to the World Championships, then she probably was just not at her best, because having gotten that news that, you'll be provisionally suspended because of missing out a competition test, that would have thrown her off. She would have had to fight to clear her name. And the funny thing is that she was cleared to compete. And the sad thing we heard was that the Athletics Integrity Commission, Athletics Integrity Unit, I think they are AIU, wanted or was planning or still want to appeal after the Court of Arbitration would have cleared her to run. Why would you want to appeal again when the Court of Arbitration cleared her to run? I found that strange, very, very strange. Most times, in most instances, the Court of Arbitration would have upheld the bans or the provisional suspensions, or they would have upheld those taken in front of them by athletes appealing, or by athletes appealing, or by the AIU taking cases there. And athletes, I think, would have lost most of those cases that would have gone to the AI, not to the AIU, but to the sports of arbitration for sports. They call it CAS. So many people were surprised when they decided that they are going to appeal after the Court of Arbitration had cleared her and give her the green light to run. It was good to see her in Budapest, but the end result wasn't pleasing for her or for a lot of her supporters. Men's 110-meter hurdles. Nicola Brown says Roberts. AIG says Roberts. I myself says Roberts. Let's see if Campbell, Thomas, Britt, Bennett, Edwards, or Harris will upstage. Maybe Roberts will have to fall. Not to win. But this is track and field. This is hurdling. They'll have to clear those 10 barriers and clear them as clean as possible to come out on top. Yes. So they are at the start line. They are getting ready. Yes, so maybe you're right, Nicola. She's Nigerian, and she was doing so well. Broke the world record. Won the world title when many people didn't expect her to do it. And maybe they just wanted her out, as you said. Who knows? She's Nigerian. Thomas was a great junior athlete, has so much potential. I think there's still time for him to bounce back and to show us or to give us something, right? So we are not too far away. As I said, World Athletics would have mandated that these meets will have to finish within 2.5 hours. I mean, I always say only in Jamaica you have one meet run for 12 hours. You understand? And the meet organizers for the developmental meets, organizers will tell you that they don't make a lot of money from sponsors, so they have to try and collect as much entry fees as possible. And you will have an event with sometimes 30 heats. Oh my God, how are you going to finish an event with 30 heats? And that is why some of these meets will run from 8:30 to sometime up to 9 o'clock at nights. Still waiting for the start of the men's 110-meter hurdle. They are sent to their marks for the third time. I hope we'll get it off and running now. Can't wait to see the women's 100 with the Clayton twins and Talou. Stand up again for the fourth time. Something is just not right. The fourth time, they are told to stand up by the starter. What is going on? And AIG agrees with Nicola that so many real good juniors fell off. And he thought that Jamaica would be dominating hurdles right now. We have to understand too, that not every good junior is going to become a good senior. Not every good junior is going to become a good senior. And we have several good seniors that weren't good juniors. Or should I say, we have several good seniors that never impress at the junior level. Shelley and Fraser Price, one. Elaine Thompson was one. Asafa Powell was one. Nesta Carter was one. You know, these athletes, they turn out to be great senior athletes, but them never burn down the place when them a junior. A matter of fact, Elaine at Manchester High used to be mainly on their relay team. You know, Shelley was one of Woolmer's top sprinters, but she wasn't blowing the place apart. She wasn't beating the good juniors in that time. And of course, the finally crossed the line, Daniel Roberts, 13.17. So we spoke about that, and so the race, just looking on that very clean hurdling from Daniel Thomas. Yeah, so there you have it. 13.17 for Daniel Roberts. And clean hurdling from the American world leader, from the world championship bronze medalist, Daniel Robertson. Clean hurdling. Eric Edwards make it US 1-2, 13:33. Positive 1.8 meter per second win. So, not bad time. Not a bad time. And I guess we are coming down to the Ex-people, ex-fans, ex-supporters really into the action tonight. Women's 100 meters is getting ready. The B race scheduled for 10:15. That's another 2 minutes away. Another jump there by Jaden Hibbert. Let's see what this marks looks like. Way, way behind the board. And it's just maybe just over 17 meters again for Jaden Hibbert. And that's his fourth jump. Just 16.92. So just short of that 17-meter mark. But remember, he opened up with 17.13, and at his second attempt, he had 17.57. And we're really getting ready now for that women's B race, women's 100-meter B race, the start of that race. Continue to help us, to help you. If you have not yet done so, if you're on Twitter, hop over also to our YouTube page and subscribe, Track Alerts TV. Don't forget the S. Track Alerts TV on YouTube. Hop over, subscribe, share our content, like, drop your comment. Drop the comments. Let us discuss with you. Let us have a discussion on the event currently on that we're actually discussing, we're talking about. We're providing you with live update. 2.5 hours of action in Kingston. Janelle Smith is getting ready. Michael Moody of GC Foster College has been around for some time now. Went to Homewood Technical. Jura Levy, former Jamaica 100-meter champion. Many-time Jamaica representative. Jura Levy. Burchell is also there. Ramona Burchell. Wallace from MVP is there as well. Shakoria Wallace, promised us something just a couple of years ago. So on the inside is Wallace, but Burchell, and Wallace. Burchell and Wallace. So Burchell gets the win. Burchell gets the win. Time is not being shown yet. So there's no mark. Clock is on 0-0 everywhere. So I hope this race was really recorded. Because the clock at the stadium is blank. Blank out. And as you are seeing on your screen, there's no time on your screen also. So don't know if we'll ever get any time for this race. So it's not a good look. You know, Jamaica Athletics Invitational, inaugural Jamaica Athletics Invitational, you know, really appreciate you staying with us. What is the highlight? What's your highlight so far? What's your highlight so far? Is it Malik James King? Is it Malik James King 48-39? Or Alexis Holmes 50-31? What about 45-57? I don't think so. What about 44-69 from Matthew Hudson Smith? What about 22-51 from Dina Asher Smith? Or is it 1996 What about the world lead from Rochelle Clayton? 53-72. Drop it in your comments. Tell us what's your highlight so far, and will that change after the women's and men's 100, or will it change after the men's triple jump with Jaden Hibbert? What's the highlight for you so far? What about a world lead, Toby, 1240? What about that? Which is your top performance so far? Who take the cake? What about 1317 from the world leader in the 110 hurdles, Daniel Roberts? Drop your comment. Let us hear. Leroy, thank you for your comment. Leroy is saying 400-meter hurdles women by Clayton is his performance of the meet so far. Do you agree with Leroy that Clayton's world lead of 53.72 is the performance of the meet so far? Let us hear from you. What about Dina Asher Smith, as I said, 22.51? What about Toby, 12.40? Toby also a world lead. So both women's hurdles produce world lead in times. Are we to think that the top performance will have to be one of those two world leads? 12:40 is no ordinary time. Yeah, 12:40 is no ordinary time. 400-meter hurdles, 53.72. Very good time this time of the season. Malik James King also delivered an excellent performance. So getting good, getting hot. It's going to get hotter for the last two races on the meet, the men's 100 and the women's 100. So let us see what's left in store. What we're getting is one vote already for Rochelle Clayton as a top 2 races to go. Men's A race first, and then the women's 100. So the men's A race, let's get that on your screen for you to see, is Davison, Blake, Fort, Hicklin, Baker, Golson, Smith. Who will it be? Not getting any predictions again from AIG. So it's nice to see Shakari Richards in Jamaica, but of course she's not competing. She's sitting in the bleachers watching the action. The question is, why? What would have brought her to Jamaica at this time, during when a lot of athletes are deep in training, and she's not competing in Kingston, but she's here. She's here in Kingston. She's in Kingston. She's in Kingston. In the bleachers also. And the bleachers is free. It's free to get into the bleachers. Not saying that she's in the bleachers because it's free and she got a free pass, but maybe try to keep it a little bit low-key. You are not seeing the race, Lucan, because we can't show the races, unfortunately. Television Jamaica has the rights to show the races. We can't show you the races. We can just watch and tell you what is going on and keep you updated. If you want to see the races, hop over to onespotmedia.com. They have a pay-per-view of the races, of the meet. TJ Smith. Julian Fort is there. Hicklin is there. Athletes are sent to their mark. This one is not going to, they're not going to stay long for this one. I'm almost sure about that. Who will it be? Let me get AIG prediction. Blake Jamaica over Baker and Fort. How close will you be with this one, AIG? You are on a roll. Let's see. Well, is this a false start or a faulty start? One thing for sure, they are being called back. Oh. Out in lane 7. So, couple of movements. Warning. Lane 7 man, Kadrian Golson, GC Foster College, formerly of Magati High School in St. Elizabeth, Northwest St. Elizabeth to be exact. One of the most famous places in Magati is Apple Valley Park. And AIG is following up on the Shakari being here. And remember, the warm-up track is easy access to the bleachers. Probably hanging out and watching athletes warm up. Second time of asking, men's 100, A race. AIG has Blake Jamaica to win. Another false start. Another false start. Pushing us closer to behind by half an hour. So we're at 10:42. And this race should have been gone from 10:25. So it's pushing us closer to be half an hour late. It's not good, I can tell you. Running an international meet and being half an hour late is not good. So I hope they don't end half an hour late. I hope they will catch up before So who we have here protesting? So it's Davison. So apparently he was trying to see if he would be able to run on the protest, but they're saying no. And the race is over. And AIG got this one wrong because it's Julian Fort who is in a good form this season, pulling away from Akeem Blake, who would have gotten the better at the start. Julian Fort 10:02. Blake also got 10:02. So let's see if that will remain. Brandon Hicklin 10:09. So Julian got a very good start, but then Blake pulled up alongside Fort. Both were credited with 10:02. The clock had stopped on 9:99. The win was positive 0.8 meter per second. Hicklin 10:09, Keidron Golson 10:10, Ronnie Baker 10:20, TJ Smith 10:27, and Jerome Blake of Canada 10:49. So Julian Fort is having a good year. Yes, so it's now confirmed that Julian Fort is the winner. 10:02, just edging Akeem Blake, also given 10:02. So one race to go, which should have gone off at 10:30. And it's 10:46. And we're in the middle of a presentation. So Shakari Richardson is over in the bleachers taking photos with fans. Yes. So, yeah. So she's taking a lot of pictures, and everyone is trying to get a picture with her. Everyone is trying to get a picture with Shakari. It's nice to have Shakari in Jamaica. Cooling out. I have to say she's cooling out. So one more race to go. One more race to go. So, final race. Let's get this one over with. We're already running close. We're already running close to 20 minutes behind. Alana Reed, Jamaica, trained with Shakari Richardson, Florida. The very, very last event. And Talou Smith, happy to be in Jamaica. You can see it. You heard her spoke at the press conference that she's really, really happy to be in Jamaica. And she's getting a huge, huge welcome. Jamaicans really love Talou. I mean, they're going to love Talou because Talou is respected highly by our queen, Shelley and Fraser Price. Kemba Nelson is also in this one. Yeah, so Crystal slowly, impressive. Talou winning the women's. I'm sorry about the audio. Audio disappeared just now, but Crystal slowly taking second place behind Talou. Talou was second. Talou won. Talou won ahead of Crystal slowly. Talou 1091. And of course, Julian Ford would have won the men's race earlier. So very, very good meet. We can try to figure out, we can have a little discussion. We can
Stay connected with Track Alerts TV by clicking that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. You'll never miss a moment when we go live, and you'll always be the first to know when we post new and exciting content. But that's not all. Folks, show us some love by liking, commenting, and sharing our videos. Join our community of passionate sports enthusiasts, and let's support our favorite athletes together. So what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and become a part of the Track Alerts TV family today. It's time to take your